Hello everyone, welcome to Body Gist. In this edition of Body Gist, we want to look at how to calculate our fertile days, which will enable us to know our safe period. This video is actually aimed at meeting the comments that we had in our comment section, which says that I think Body Gist should do something on natural family planning, especially on counting method and safe period. In our previous video, we have talked about the natural family planning method. So in this video, we shall be talking about how to calculate our fertile days. If we know our fertile days, it will enable us to know our safe period. If you want to get to know this, please ensure that you watch this video to the end. If you are just joining us on Body Gist, ensure you click on the subscribe button so that you do not get missed out anytime we upload new videos. I am Sister Ozo Augusta, a sister of St. Louis. I am a nurse midwife. You can also follow us on all our other platforms. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. This is me saying a very big thank you to all our returning subscribers. Do not go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back. In calculating our fertile days, we should bear in mind that the fertile days are the ovulation day, days before the ovulation, and days after the ovulation. And that ovulation occurs on the 14th day of the menstrual cycle for a 28-day cycle. If your cycle is shorter than 28 days, it means that ovulation is not going to occur on the 14th day. Rather, it is going to occur in days before the 14th day. Let's take, for example, if your cycle is 26 days, it means that your ovulation is going to occur on the 12th day. This is minusing 2 days from the 28th day, which you have 26. Then if you minus 2 days from 14, you have 12. So that is why your ovulation will occur on the 12th day. If your cycle is longer than 28 days, let's say 30 days, you can as well add 2 days to the 14th day. It means that your ovulation is going to occur on the 6th day of your menstrual cycle. So the fertile days are days, includes the ovulation day, then days before the ovulation, and days after the ovulation. This number of days will make up the fertile days. So in calculating the fertile days, we have 3 methods we are going to be watching out for in this video. The first method is the normal calculation, which I've mentioned. You estimate your ovulation day, you add 3 days before the day and 3 days after the day. So in using this type of calculation, you're going to have 7 days in a row. The day of the ovulation, 3 days before the ovulation, and 3 days after the ovulation. The next method is the calendar or reading method. In the calendar or reading method, the woman would have monitored the pattern of her menstrual cycle for a period of 6 to 12 months. This will give her an adequate information about her menstrual cycle. This woman who have monitored her menstrual cycle length for a period of 6 to 12 months will know when her shortest cycle occurs and what her longest cycle is. For example, some people's shortest cycle can occur in 21 days. It can be 22 or 23 or 24. Then their longest cycle can be 30, 32, or even 35. So if a woman has monitored this, she will know her shortest cycle, so that she will know the days to subtract from her shortest cycle. She's going to subtract 18 from her shortest cycle, and she's going to subtract 11 from her longest cycle. So the days that falls in between will tell her when to expect her fertile days. The third method is the cycle bead method. The cycle bead method enables a woman to use this bead effectively. This bead, the woman begins her calculation from the day she starts her menstruation on the red. What she's to note is that when her calculation gets to this white bead, it means that she's on her fertile days. And these fertile days, definitely her ovulation day is going to fall within these white bead days. One of the methods of calculating our fertile days and knowing our fertile days is by calculation of our ovulation and adding days before the ovulation to the ovulation day and days after the ovulation. Let's take, for example, a woman who began her menstruation on the 3rd of July. If the woman is going to have a 28-day cycle, it means that she will be experiencing her ovulation on the 14th day of the cycle. 14th day of the cycle, note that. So let us count 14 days from this day, from the 3rd. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So she'll be experiencing her ovulation on the 16th of July. the 16th of July will be on the day she'll be experiencing her ovulation. But in calculation of her fertile days, we'll count 3 days before her ovulation and 3 days after her ovulation, meaning that from the 13th to the 19th of July, she will be having her fertile days. So on this 13th, from the 13th to the 19th, she's supposed to abstain from sex because those are her fertile days. If she does not want to achieve pregnancy, or she can meet with her partner if she wishes to achieve pregnancy within this day. So from the 13th to the 19th, for this woman who has a 28, who is going to be experiencing a 28-day cycle, from 13 to 19 will be her fertile days. For this woman, why her fertile period is between 13 and 19 is because once egg is released, that is, once egg is released at ovulation, the egg can last up to 48 hours before it degenerates. Then once a sperm is released anytime in this period, the sperm can last up to 72 hours. So even if the sperm is released before the egg has been released, the sperm can still stay viable and alive, waiting for the egg to be released. Or if the sperm is released after the egg has been released, it means that the egg is still there, waiting for the sperm for fertilization to occur. So that is why her fertile period is between 13 to 19, even though ovulation is on the 16th. Fertile period is ovulation day and days before ovulation and days after ovulation. Another method we can use to estimate our fertile days is using the calendar method or the reading method of the natural family planning. This method ensures that a woman calculates her menstrual cycle pattern for a period of 6 to 12 months. After calculation of your menstrual cycle pattern, it will help you to determine your shortest cycle length and your longest cycle length. Some people's cycle length, shortest cycle length varies. Some people may have 21 as their shortest cycle length, 22 as their shortest cycle length, or 23 as their shortest cycle length. And some people might have even 35 as their longest cycle length, or 31 or 32. So depending on the woman's cycle length, this will be used to estimate her fertile days. So in using this method, we are going to minus 18 from the shortest cycle length, that is 18 days from the shortest cycle length. We are going to minus 11 from the longest cycle length. So we have said that the shortest cycle length, 18 days will be minus from the shortest cycle length, and 11 days will be minus from the longest cycle length. Let's take, for example, a woman who has a 23-day shortest cycle length of 23 days. If we minus 18 from 23 days, we'll have 5. Then if we minus 11 from 31, a woman who has a 31-day cycle length has her longest cycle length. If we minus 11 from it, we'll have 20. So between the 5th to the 20th, within her cycle period, that is between the 5th day to the 20th day, will be her fertile period. Between the 5th day to the 20th day will be her fertile period. Let us go back to this calendar of our woman who began her menstruation on the 3rd of July, and her ovulation day is 16. Now we are using calendar method of the natural family plan. We are no longer estimating it with ovulation day and 3 days before or 3 days after. We are looking at the second method we can use to estimate it, which is the calendar method. This calendar method affords us the opportunity of knowing our shortest cycle length beforehand. That is, we have calculated it 6 months to 12 months before. We will know the pattern, so we will be able to estimate our shortest cycle length, and we have estimated our longest cycle length. So for this woman, her shortest cycle length is 23 and her longest cycle length is 31. We have said you minus 18 from the shortest cycle length and you minus 11 from the longest cycle length. For this woman's 18 minus 23, we have 5, and 11 minus 31 minus 11, we have 20. So between the 5th day to the 20th day of her menstrual cycle will be her fertile days. Now let us get the 5th day of her menstrual cycle for this woman. She began her menstrual cycle on the 3rd of July. So her 5th day will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Her 5th day is on the 7th. So between the 7th to the... Now let us count from 5th to 20th day of her menstrual cycle. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So between the 7th to the 26th is actually her fertile period. That is for a woman who is using the calendar method of natural family planning. So women avoid this method. You can say that the fertile days length within this cycle is long. So some women naturally will not want to go through this rigorous time of waiting for this long fertile period. So, but you can actually use this to also estimate your fertile period. When you minus 18 from your shortest cycle length, anybody's cycle length might be any number. It can be 21, it can be 20, it can even be 23 or 24, depending on what your shortest cycle length is. And longer cycle length can also go as high as 32, 33, 34, even 35, depending on the woman's cycle and the hormonal changes or hormonal balance in the woman's system. So for this woman now, if she's going to be using the natural family planning method, which is the calendar method, a fertile period will be between the 7th to the 26th of July. So a woman who has this type of cycle length, a fertile period for that particular month is between the 7th and the 26th of July. The third method we want to look at in estimating our fertile period is the cycle bead method. If you have not yet watched that video on the natural family planning method where we talked about the cycle bead, the link will be dropped in the description box. But for the cycle bead method, it is used by women who their cycle length is between 26 and 32 days. Between 26 and 32 days. To use this cycle bead, you begin moving the ring from this part. With this black ring, you move it, you see the arrow, you move it. So on the first day of the menstruation, you move it to the red bead. Now, for a woman to determine her fertile days with this bead, if she moves the ring to the place where you have the white bead like this, all this white bead signifies the woman's fertile period, and this white bead are 12. So when you began your menstruation, wherever number you are, you move the ring to the day when you began your menstruation, and you also note that day on your calendar so that it corresponds, so that any day you forget to move the ring, you can come to your calendar and be able to calculate it. So if you begin from the red bead, that's the day of your menstruation, you keep moving the ring. So when you get to the white bead, you already know that you are in your fertile days. So all the 12 white beads for a woman who is using the cycle bead method, it signifies the woman's fertile days. So this cycle bead method is also a natural family planning method. When a woman gets to this very dark part of the brown bead and her menstruation begins, it tells the woman that her cycle is shorter than 26 days, because on this brown bead you have the 26th day. So if your menstruation begins before this 26th day, it means that your cycle for that month is shorter than 26 days. All the white beads signifies a woman's fertile days. So in these days, she's either to abstain from sex if she does not wish to achieve pregnancy, or she meets with a partner to achieve pregnancy if she wishes to achieve conception. The luteinizing hormone acts on the ovary and causes the release of the egg or ova at ovulation. And once ovulation occurs, the egg can last up to 48 hours before it finally degenerates. Even the sperm, once it is released, it can last up to 72 hours, and this is what makes up the fertile period: days before ovulation and days after ovulation, including the ovulation day. In this video, we have looked at the 3 methods we can use to calculate our fertile days. We looked at the normal calculation, days before ovulation, days after ovulation, including the ovulation day. We looked at the calendar or reading method, which you can use to estimate our fertile days. We also looked at the use of the cycle bead to estimate our fertile days. Choose whichever method that is most convenient for you. I hope you have found this video beneficial. If you have, do not forget to give us a thumbs up, like our videos, and share our video with your loved ones. I remain your nurse midwife, Sister Ozo Augusta. Keep following us on Body Gist while we keep giving you healthy gist.